doesn't make sense now. Shit just got real, things are getting intense now. I hear you talking about we a lot, oh you speak French now. Giving me the sign, so I gotta take a hint now.
Hello, you guys, and welcome to our YouTube channel. Okay, so that girl's idea today was to do a story time, but like a coming out story, but like a story time coming out story. So what we're gonna do is a story time coming out story. So let's go. Okay, so taking it back to last year, or like it was my sophomore year. My sophomore year was when like I started like going public with my sexuality, you know. I was dating girls. Oh, whatever. My parents obviously didn't know, because like, why not tell my parents? Hello is my life, question mark. Anyways, so technically I didn't even tell my parents that I was gay. What happened was my mom see me on the phone with my ex bitch all the time. So Dingleberry and I were always on the phone, always on FaceTime, and like I would go hang out with her at the mall, and like my mom, she was like, oh, like that's just a friend. But then like she caught on, because like towards like mine and my girlfriend at the time, like we were always calling each other babe and stuff, and so my mom was like, what the hell? So then my mom was like, whatever. She like ignored it. And then one day my dad comes into my room and he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, nothing. And I was on the phone with Dingleberry. Oh my god. And then he was like, who's that? And I was like, nobody. And then he's like, why is she talking like that? Because I think she said something like, she called me baby, she said she loved me or something. I don't remember. And he's like, what the fuck? Basically. So then, you see, what happened was I ended up telling him. I was like, you know, Pops, I kind of want to tell you something. Like, I kind of want to, you know, tell you that I like girls. And he wasn't very supportive at all. He flipped his lid on me and basically said that he was going to disown me as his child for being gay, and that he doesn't feel that that's who I am, and he thinks that because I had bad luck with boys in middle school, that this is why I am the way I am, which is completely irrelevant, because the fuck does that have to do with anything? Anyways, so then that same day, you know, like we got into it because of course he said he didn't want to support me in my decision of being gay. So he went back to the kitchen where my mom was at, and he told my mom, he's like, Brenda needs to tell you something. I said, what? And he goes, she claims that she likes girls. And then my mom was like, I know. And I was like, what? I was like really confused. I was like, what are you talking about? And then she goes, I know, because you're always on the phone with that Dingleberry girl. And I was like, and then she was like, she's like, what did she tell me? I forgot what she told me. Oh, she was like, she said the same thing my dad did. I don't believe that's who you are. And then she told me that she thinks that I'm being influenced by social media and by everybody else around me. And because at the time I was volunteering at an LGBTQ community center, so she thought that me going there was like influencing me to be gay and all this. But your girl had already liked girls. But anyways, and like my mom tried blaming my best friend Taylor, shout out to you, Tay, for me being gay. And I'm just like, they have nothing to do with my sexuality. Like, I am who I am for a reason, you know. And so my mom was like, she's like, Dingleberry is gross and yada yada yada. I was like, and obviously like I'm gonna get butthurt because that was my girlfriend at the time. Like, don't fucking talk to my girlfriend like that. And she would even talk shit when I'd be on the phone with her. I'm just like, babe, sorry. So it was like really awkward. And then let's see, and then my mom was like, you're gonna grow out of it. Did I grow out of it? Woot, because what the fuck am I gonna grow out for? Anyway, that's hard. So then my dad like continued to say like, oh, like I'm not supporting you. That's not who you are. You know, you're sinning and woot. And I'm just like, if I'm sinning, then what are you doing by judging me? So you judging me is you sinning, but you're judging me again because I'm gay, but you're still sinning? Question mark. So I was like, you can say I'm sinning all you want. I really don't care because at the end of the day, this is what I like. This is what I'm going to do. It's my life, not yours. Period. Point. So that was that. My mom, on the other hand, my mom was, it was hard for her at first, like for me to be like, oh, like I'm on the phone with my girlfriend, or yeah, like I'm going to go here with my girlfriend, or, you know, like it was hard for her to get over the fact that I'm gay and I don't like boys, men, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Yeah, like everybody I talked to, she'd be like, is that your little girlfriend? Is that your little girlfriend? Is that your little girlfriend? Oh, is that your little boo thing? No, mom, that's not my boo thing. Everyone I talk to is not my boo thing. And she's like, why? How is life? Who says those things? You are 49 years old. Ugh.
Shout out to mom.
Hey, mom. Yeah, because I wasn't obviously going to tell my mom at that time because I didn't feel like the timing was right for her or myself. So I kept it to myself until I felt like I was ready to share that with her. But I mean, she had an idea already because I had been talking to Dingleberry and whatnot. And yeah, but I mean, now like my dad's somewhat supportive of it still. He doesn't believe that's who I am still. But I mean, he's managing. My mom, she loves my girlfriend. We're not going to say who my girlfriend is because we're just not. But my mom loves my girlfriend a lot. And yeah. What? I said my mom loves my girlfriend a lot. Who is this? Anyways, but yeah, and I mean, I still haven't came out to my oldest brother because he's very judgmental, and I mean like very judgmental, and I know I'm gonna get my feelings hurt, and I'm gonna get mad if I'm to talk to him about it. So I'm kind of like very hesitant on saying anything to him. My sister always told me when I was little, she's like, you're gonna grow up to be a dyke, you're gonna grow up to be a lesbian, da 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 da. She would always joke around and be like, oh, you're a little lesbian, da 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 da. But at that time, I was like still like experimenting with guys and girls, so I was unsure, like I was confused. And this was like my 7th grade, 6th, 7th grade, 8th grade, whatever. And then my other brother, Raul, shout out to you, bro. He's very supportive. I mean, he just tells me as long as you're happy, they treat you right, I have no problem. Like, he's like, I'm not one to judge because it is your life and you're gonna do what you want to do. At the end of the day, you are 18 and it's your choice. He goes, I love you regardless. I was like, dear. But yeah, and my older sister, I don't even think I really came out to her. I think she kind of just overheard me talking to my girlfriend, and she was like, who's that? I was like, nobody. And then she ended up asking my mom, and my mom was like, I don't know, you ask her. So she asked me, she goes, are you gay? No. Why are you lying? I know you're gay. Who's gay around here? Not me. And then like we kind of had a small little talk about it. And she's like, you know I don't care, right? And I was like, really? And then that was that. So she accepted. She accepts it. She loves my girlfriend too. My brother gets along with my girlfriend too. My dad loves my girlfriend too. My whole family loves my girlfriend. Well, that has met her. Except for my oldest brother, because I'm really shitting bricks on even telling him or even introducing my girlfriend to him. So we're just gonna have to wait on that. But yeah, so that's my story.
Little does everyone know, I've been liking girls ever since I was like in 6th grade. Great. No,
just kidding. Continue. Sorry.
I've never expressed that side of me to anyone, like that I know of. Between that stage, I've never, no, like I'm gay. What the fuck? I was mostly because I was not raised, but I would say like my family had always been raised like not liking those type of people, you know, and it's like they have seen like people out there, and it's like, you know, being there with them, and then what the fuck are they doing? It's like, anyways, should I just like say everything?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't have a girlfriend until my freshman year, right? Basically, mine too. Who? This person. I'm not gonna say who this person is, honestly. I'm not gonna mention this. Well, no, basically, I'm just gonna say something like my parents didn't know. Basically, I've been hiding it from my parents since 6th grade. That was back in 2010, 2009. Maybe.
I don't know.
I would say that, yeah, 2010, 2009. Had a girlfriend for almost about 2 years. Obviously, they didn't know. To the point until they met, well, until I met this type of person, or this person I'm about to talk to you guys about. This person I'm talking to you about is...
Hey, friend. Continue.
When was the date?
Don't know. It was recently though, like hella recent.
What was the day that you beat me up?
For your birthday.
Okay. But it was when?
It was like a month after that.
Like June?
It was before.
June.
No, it was before. Okay, yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
June.
in the month of June. My girlfriend gave me a photo album with all our pictures. All of our pictures.
Okay, when I say all the pictures.
No, okay. They weren't like rated R pictures.
They weren't provocative, okay,
yeah.
guys.
Alright. Obviously, you know, her being like the sweetest girlfriend, the cutest girlfriend, adding captions, you know, on those pictures. Obviously, I wouldn't have not had the the photo book.
She said,
the photo book. I wouldn't have not had it wide open for my parents to see because clearly they don't know. Right?
Didn't know.
Well, yeah, they didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I would have just had it here and then just seen them. You know, they wouldn't let what the fuck. Right? So basically, I tried hiding that photo album in this drawer. I remember it was in this drawer. All the way to the bottom with everything on top.
Mind you, that drawer that she's pointing to is her underwear drawer. Continue.
Yeah. Okay, but okay. That's just like me guessing who would want to go into your room and go into your through your stuff and go into the underwear drawer. Who? But I kind of have a feeling who we're talking about because we're talking about two different persons right now. Anyways, alright, my mom came into my room looking for headphones, right? Quote headphones. I guess she was trying to find my headphones in my underwear drawer. I don't know why. I guess people just store their headphones in the underwear drawer, right? She went in there looking for headphones, and obviously she didn't find any. So she decided to go through my drawers. And she finds a photo. Like I said, my parents don't know. Once they find that photo album, I think I was at work. I was barely coming back. I think I got, you know what? Was it the day that I got the ticket? No.
Okay, scratch that.
Okay. Anyways.
You can edit that out.
I get home. How I normally get home. Come into the kitchen, checking if there's something to because I never eat. Coming to the kitchen. My mom used to work from 4 to 3:30 to 11 at night, helping this lady clean offices and stuff, right? My mom wasn't here. The only person that was here was my dad. Normally, what I would do after work, come home, FaceTime my girlfriend, right? Normally. Tell me why that day I didn't get to FaceTime her. We weren't on FaceTime. We weren't on FaceTime. It was, I think it hit 8 or 9 when I was going to bed. I was laying down on the bed, on this one right here. A person knocks on my door, but she wasn't there. He comes in here and he's like, I need to talk to you. Okay? Well, I was on my phone and just minding my own business. He was like, I want you to be honest with me. And I was like, okay, what is it? Do you like girls? Me trying to play it off. No. Right? They don't, but I didn't know, I didn't know they had the photo album, right? So I was like, no, I don't. I don't. He was like, are you lying to me? No. My dad's the type of person that he tries to poke at you in the type of way for you to let things out. So he was basically just telling me, like, don't lie to me, tell me. So I was like, why do you want to know about it? Because your mom found the photo album with you. There were some pictures with you kissing a girl. And I was like, I try to play it stupid, but I already know which fucking photo album. And I was like, which photo album? What are you talking about? And then he was like, your mom was in your room looking for headphones, and she looked into the drawers and she found the photo album with pictures. I started crying. One, because I've always felt like I've never been, like, appreciated by my parents. And, like, when it came to, like, that part, like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be trash. Oh, it's hard. I felt like at that point, like, I didn't know where to turn to. My family didn't know. No one knew. Like, it was hard. So I had to be honest, and I was like, yeah, like, I do like girls, and that's the way I am. Like, nothing's gonna change. He was like, your mom was crying, and I was like, what do I do about it? I was like, I'm Mexican heritage, but parents, having straight parents from Mexico, shit like that's hard, because they expect you to be such a, like, perfect child. Not a perfect child, but, like,
they expect you to follow the path of,
yeah. And it's like, they sit here and, like, you can't, like, my parents are the type of parents that they judge a book by its cover. And seeing that stuff, like, out in the streets, like, there's girls holding girls' hands, and it's like, when they say something, like, it's like, how can you even do that? Like, but I would get it because they didn't know the way I was. And it's like, now how I see it, it's not like, I feel like they're not totally, like, they don't get it through their head the way I am, and it's something that's gonna take for them to learn or, like, know about it. But anyways, off topic, going back to her finding a photo album.
We're gonna have to call this shit out.
What else can I say?
Go from where your mom was crying.
Yeah, you mentioned my mom crying. And I didn't know what to say. You know, like I was like, I can't do anything about it. I can't change what I am. If that's the case, I have to. And then I've never, like I said, I've never had a close relationship with my parents to the point where I open up to them and I tell them how I feel and stuff like that. So he told me, he was like, if you felt any type of way, why did you tell me? So that for me, you know, that broke my heart because, I mean, I've never had the time to tell my parents how I really felt. And it's like, what do I do? Like, do I not tell them? Do I tell them? Do I wait? Do I hide it? It's like you're at a point where you don't know what to do. So what I did was eventually they found out on their own by them doing them. They asked me who that person was, and I asked my girlfriend. You know, I said my girlfriend, and they were like, oh, and they knew where she was at. We will get to that. To our YouTube channel because we have a lot of things to say. And they knew who this person was because my mom also knew because my mom would walk in on me FaceTiming her. So, like, you know, and I would try to hide it, but it's like it came to a time where I wouldn't, you know, and she would know like who you're talking to. I would have been like, oh, my friend or someone, you know. And I couldn't tell them, so they found out on their own, and I mean I wouldn't want them, you know. I would obviously want to tell them, but I feel like things happen for a reason, and I feel like them finding them on their own, I felt like that relieved me a bit because I didn't have to sit there, you know, and I had to confront them, you know, and be like, oh, like, no, I'm this way. It's like, no. That's kind of more scary for me, so I'm glad they found out that way. Gotta let a teary eye right there, but it's okay.
And I honestly, like, I feel like the hardest part of that all, because, like, I am visiting her, is, like, me meeting her mom. Like, I felt like deep down inside her mom was gonna hate me because I was that person that she was always on FaceTime with. I was that person that made her the photo album. Like, I'm the person that she's constantly talking to, and you guys, like, they don't know why she keeps talking to me or why she has this photo album. And I still feel like her mom hates me deep down inside. Like, yeah, like, I talk to her mom here and there, but I still, like, have my doubts about it because, I mean, of course, like, if you find out in such a short amount of time, like, your parents find out and you automatically bring the girlfriend around, like, it's hard. And I know that because my mom went through it, and I understand where her mom is coming from now that I see my mom's point of view. But I mean, I don't know, like, I feel like kind of awkward being around her mom. Not so much her dad, because her dad didn't talk. Like, he talks, but he doesn't talk. But I don't know. It's like, I feel like her mom thinks like, oh, so you're the girl that she's always talking to. You're the girl that potentially, like, turned my daughter gay. Like, those are things that I feel. And I know, like, she probably sees it differently than I do, but that's because, obviously, like, we're two different people. We see things way differently than each other. And it's just, like, I don't know. It's awkward. And, I mean, we don't show affection, like, in front of her parents, obviously. Like, if we're in front of her parents, like, we'll call each other by our names. She's Alondra, I'm Brenda. Obviously, like, we're not going to kiss in front of her parents because that's mad disrespectful. We don't do shit in front of her parents, mad disrespectful. Like, obviously, like, I think that's why, like, her mom doesn't completely have it through her head yet, because she doesn't see that side of us yet. Like, she hasn't seen it, and she hasn't witnessed her daughter being gay, doing gay things, as you would call them, I guess. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't have a problem with her family.
No, no problem with yours.
I'm kind of just here and floating around and on the verge of working and everything, so I'm really not ever gonna be home because I'm be working a full-time job and a part-time job. The point of this video is to spread awareness in a way, because we want people to be themselves and we want people to be expressive of themselves and not have to hide who they are just because somebody else may not like it. Yes, you're gonna have people who hate you in the world for being who you are, and you're gonna have people who love you, but at the end of the day, you're your own person, and be you full. But I mean, I encourage every single last one of you that are gay or are bisexual or whatever the case may be, and your parents don't know, I highly, highly and strongly encourage you to talk to your parents, because you're going to feel this weight on your shoulders and it's going to carry with you throughout the months and the years and the days and weeks that you carry on. It sucks. And I feel like that's one of the hardest things you're going to have to do in your life if you are, part of the LGBTQ community. It's hard, but it's going to benefit you, and I guarantee you're going to feel so much better after that. Because I know I feel better, and I know she feels better, like that her parents know now and that my parents know. And obviously, like, if you guys ever need someone to talk to, like, our inbox is always open. But I mean, just don't be afraid to be yourself, because I love you, and if they don't, fuck them, because I love you and she loves you. We love you, so that's all that matters, because we're amazing.
And also take the time, like, don't rush things. I would say, like, don't let other people do it for you. Like, basically, like, have the guts to do it. Show it. Wear it. Because, I mean, everyone's different. Everyone's not the same. But we all, like, we're okay. Let's just say we're a big community, as you know. That's how
ever since they legalized gay marriage, our community has fucking blown out of the water.
But that's because now people are getting comfortable and people are being themselves. They're not worrying about other people telling them snitch nats. It's like they're happy. They're being, like, I feel like that's something that encouraged me to, like, not encourage me, but like, it made me, like, not think about it so much. Like, okay, like, people are gonna judge you no matter what, but you're the type of person that's gonna lift yourself up and become something, like, come on. So yeah, be proud to wear those colors, because,
and by colors she means
I think that's it. Make sure
you like
and subscribe
and comment down below. Oh, you see that drop?
Make sure you guys turn on your
Get it together.
notifications, please.
And always remember, I love you, she loves you, we love you, and that's all that matters, because we're amazing.